See you guys.
Yeah, good luck and have fun.
Wrong game.
Here we go.
Alright. GLHF.
I have
Yeah.
a really bad ulcer right now, so I can't talk properly. Hopefully, the stream will not be too awful. And I have to reply to some work messages in the same time. Wow, lovely. So we have Crane with Kyuden Kakita, strongest stronghold in the Crane set, of course, against Isawa Mori Seido, piloted by Ryanznock. About these two players, they say that they're both pretty rusty. I can't recall too much else about them, but we'll be seeing how the match turns out. Isawa Mori Seido is very strong stronghold. I think some of them, the other most popular one is the Gisu one, the one that draws one every turn. Okay, sorry. I am back. So, we see a Doji Diplomat on the first buy. Interesting. I would think he probably wants to play his Doji Challenger, so maybe I will play the Doji Challenger first. You generally want to play the more important character first, before the less important character.
Okay.
Oh wow, interesting. Both players reveal a Seeker province of their element, which gives them both 8 fate in the first round. Oh, very interesting, very rare to see, I guess. We see Santoku Seido.
Shortly after I started playing in the tournament,
and Upholding Authority.
Advice, and I'm like, oh,
now
much better deck design, so next tournament.
Yeah, right? My deck is off.
We see
meta,
a Shiba
for sure.
Pure Heart being played
Still
here.
think it might be
A
good. I
rally?
don't know.
Because rally is now actual keyword in Emerald.
Honor character. Okay.
After you play, they could have a second conflict against you, honor a character. Okay. Not too big of a fan of this character. We also see Ichiro, very interesting. And we also see Imperial Librarian, which is a I mean, it's a powerful card, Imperial Librarian. Very interesting deck you see from Ryanznock. And here we see Doji Challenger +2 and Callow Delegate. And he's saving 2 fate. That's interesting. So I think a lot of players here, a lot of players like to, when they play a Doji Challenger, they play it with +3. So here you play +2. And of course, if I'm playing, I'll be playing +4 or +5. No, just kidding, I'll be playing +3 or +4. But yeah, +2 here is Alphasquid's decision.
Let's see.
Okay. Oh, and he just passes right after this Ryanznock. So he is one character this turn.
I'm gonna go with Earth first. And okay. Cool. I can hear myself as an echo, by the way. What?
You know, if I need to like, is there like a E to talk button or something, or just like, I don't know.
Push to talk? Yeah, that's a setting in Discord, I'm pretty sure.
I'll just lower the volume, it'll reverberate less. Fun stuff.
Okay, sorry about that. Oh, we see Alphasquid going for the Earth. Very good play. Good ring. Zacket has joined the stream. Thanks for joining. Hi Shadow and Fan Flames. What is up? We see Cycle of Vengeance found. Seeker of Fire and Seeker of Earth. Oh, Seeker of Fire. So now we see that there is it's good for Alphasquid since he found the second Fire province, and Seeker of Fire can only proc once a turn, so he kind of misses out on one fate for the rest of the game. You can't proc the Seeker of Fire again on the next Fire province. Anyway, we see Ryanznock playing Blessed by Fukurokujin. Interesting to have this, to play this one fate attachment on a character that can be assassinated and also has only one fate on it. But he looks like he wants to break the upholding authority. So he does do that. He does do that. And two copies of Banzai have been discarded. Alright. And we see the next conflict declared against Ryanznock, which would normally proc the Shiva Pure Heart, but he has nothing to honor since Shiva Pure Heart is already honored because of something just now.
I want to be conversational, but I don't want to distract you, so...
That's fine.
Oh, because of Blessed by Fukurokujin and
I also took a big hiatus
Purity of
starting
Spirit.
in November of 2019, so I realized I was playing like 5 games of Jigoku a day.
yeah, so it's kind of like the ability of Shiva Pure Heart is kind of wasted.
To hop into a game. So, took a break, pandemic hit, and then Fu Leng came out. And
Shadow, you can probably defend them. Yeah, actually the idea was to actually just have them on the stream just to hear what their thoughts are. Let me reduce their volume. Thought it would be interesting as well.
Let's see, I'm trying to think if I want to break this or not.
Okay, let's
Not great.
maybe now it's a bit better. So we're gonna see Alphasquid going into upholding authority with 2 characters. Then he may not have anything left to defend against the Shiba Pure Heart on the next attack. Okay. And he wins the conflict. Sorry, let's see. He went in with 2 political. Why would he go in with 2 political? Because it's as good as 1 political, right? And then now he doesn't get to defend against Ryanznock. Okay. So now we see Shiva Pure Heart swinging in for the second time. What a beast. 7-6 Shiva Pure Heart. Coming in onto Illustrious Forge, which gets the Dutiful Assistant onto Doji Challenger. It's an Invocation of Ash with Ancestral, as long as the character is honored. It's okay. It's okay. But it's a nice find for the Illustrious Forge. And Shiva Pure Heart, although he seems very peaceful inside, but actually his heart is pure of Ferocity, breaking 2 provinces in the first turn. And players are tied for glory. There's no censuring going on. Isawa Skycaller. Air conflicts in UK provinces. Here, as if they were in your hand. You don't commonly see this card. Interesting. This is the card we more commonly see, the Infernal Guard Invoker. Very commonly played and then honored and morphed into, you suddenly find out that it's actually Tadaka. Again, my mouth has an ulcer, pretty bad, so hopefully it's not too mumbly. Oh, he plays the Isawa Skycaller instead of the Infernal Guard Invoker. Interesting.
So
And on the other side, we see a Sepun Truthseeker.
Oh, I've got a friend who works at what's the
Doji Challenger now only has no fate left since she was avoided last turn. So you can see why if she had put 3 fate on him, then on her, then she'd have 1 fate now. And she's a really good character, so sometimes it's worth investing a bit more into your good characters. Kind of like a company, right? You want to keep the good characters around. The crappy guys just help you to set up the company. Yeah, keep them around, you gotta pay them a bit more as well. Right. So, let's see. This turn on the board, it looks like Alphasquid has a bit of an advantage on the board, I think. It's about even. There's 2 big boys here. There's 1 big boy and 2 medium boys here. 2 small boys here, I guess. And both players are banking a lot of fate. Oh, Alphasquid draws 1. Why would he draw 1? Is he going for an honor strategy or a dishonor strategy? I haven't seen any cards that would indicate so yet. Alright. Local Daimyo's Retainer. What is this card? You can only play this card if you control at least 3 face-up provinces. So if you compare this card to something like that dragon one, which is 1 cost for 3/3, then we see that even though you need to jump through a hoop here, it's still not as powerful as something where you don't need to jump through a hoop. But I've got to say that the art is pretty nice. It's pretty nice. Nice clouds at the back. We say resourcefulness. This kind of indicates to me that he's going to go for he's interested in going for the bridge, Noble Sacrifice. That's usually the case when you play resourcefulness. In this case, he's just going to honor Isawa Skycaller, but again, maybe we'll see a Noble Sacrifice with the Shiba Pure Heart later on, after he has done his conflict. Ryanznock has Before the Throne. Again, showing that he is interested in honor somehow, either in honor or dishonor. It works well with his bid 1 on the draw phase. And yeah, he's going to defend and try to win this conflict. Since it's on the water ring, he doesn't want his most powerful character, the Doji Challenger, to get bowed. Thanks for joining in this chill stream. Not super high stakes, but just joining in and watching some cool L5R. And we see the boat. No proper image yet. but it is the boat. Basically half a fine katana, half a
Would you put a boat on that guy?
onyx
Yes. He is pure heart,
fan.
blessed by Fukuro Kujin, and has a boat. He's
Also,
taking a boat to the Emperor.
generally we want to play attachments,
Actually, very
or normally
fair.
we'll play
Send some
attachments.
random ronin in, and you're like, whoa, you can't see the Emperor. Come on, it's a pure heart guy.
Let's see.
Okay, and then we also see a disarm on the Ayabuni pilot. So I guess the idea was for Ayabuni pilot to bring in Shiba Pure Heart to win the conflict. But there's already there's already a favorable ground. So why do you need to disarm the Ayabuni pilot? In either case, now we see Shiba Pure Heart coming in and saying, I'm going to punch you with my old man fist, 5 military, and he's winning the conflict now, but he's not breaking yet. It's 6-2 on Before the Thrones. So although we have some interesting cards from Ryanznock, he's still just playing like the beatdown.
Alright, cool.
Okay, what do we see here? Superior authority, make it such that participating characters with 0 fate cannot contribute skill to conflict resolution. So this is basically playing a Swift Magistrate into the conflict without having a Swift Magistrate body. So it's, compared to Swift Magistrate, it's much weaker. But I guess it does do a lot of stuff, and it's a big surprise. Yeah, but for 3 fate, he's going to defend the conflict. If he's going to continue on with his to match Ryan's pace in breaking, then he will need to break some provinces as well. Doji Challenger is met by Isawa Skycaller if she wants to defend. Oh wait, it's Sanpuku Seido, so it's Glory Battle 2 and 3 with a potential for 5 with Isawa Moriseido. Actually, it's not 2, it's 4, right? Because of Dutiful Assistant. Also, he actually doesn't defend. He could have defended with Isawa Skycaller and pumped with Isawa Moriseido. He probably wants to either keep the Skycaller for... Oh wait, no, he is moving in. Okay, Doji Challenger moves Isawa Skycaller in, and now let's see if Ryanznock is going to remember to... Yes, he does use the IMS. Alright, Magnificent Kimono. It's very interesting because the crane is splashing Phoenix and the Phoenix is splashing crane. They are like two two regions adjacent to each other.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, not really matters. It's so great.
So they like their cultures kind of bleed across, and now they're at war. And we saw the magnificent kimono, which gains pride. But by playing that, alright, no, I'm so sorry. That magnificent kimono was actually from Ryanznock. We still haven't seen Alphasquid's splash yet. My mistake. So that magnificent kimono goes to Dishonor Doji Challenger, but I'm not sure whether it's a good investment or not, since Doji Challenger has no fate on it anyway, so why is it important to dishonor it after the conflict? Okay, we're gonna see anyway the Callow delegate going in for the kill after the boss fails. The little minion sneaks in for the kill. So now we kind of see that even on this turn, Alphasquid is left with 2 extra fate, and then he just let his Doji Challenger with an attachment go away. So if this kind of thing happens in your game, then we can think that, hey, maybe I didn't fate my Doji Challenger enough. Next time I can consider putting in 3 fate instead of 2 fate, or 4 fate instead of 2 fate. 3 fate sounds like a lot, but when it's actually just 2 turns if they void it twice, right? So 4 fate mitigates against void ring. Of course, at the cost of tempo and options to do with your fate. Okay, so now we do see another Doji Challenger. See, exactly, if we had a Doji Challenger, we just played 2 fate, we would have the exact same board, but the Doji Challenger would have an extra attachment on it, and it would be 3 fate cheaper since he paid 5 fate for this Doji Challenger, this new Doji Challenger. Okay, I won't harp on this any longer, but yeah. Wait. Okay, yeah. Let me play some music as well. DMCA free music. Alright. Again, Alphasquid going for the draw 1. Wait, why is he at 15 cards? I'm so confused. He just hasn't been playing cards. He drew 1. Ryanznock drew 4. And Ryanznock is at 7 cards. He's at 15. Okay, now this is confusing. I haven't been catching up on all these cards that have been played, I guess. So he's played a lot of cards, but they haven't really been doing that much. I guess they have contributed to 2 breaks. Oh, Local Daimyo's Retainer is actually a conflict character. It's still not very powerful though. Alright. Oh, earlier on when I said that he reviewed Cycle of Vengeance and it was a fire province, that was completely wrong. It's an air province. You think of fiery vengeance, right? But anyway, now he does review the fire province, so he does get to proc his Seeker of Fire one more time for +1 fate. Doji Challenger goes in. Moving in, Infernal Guard Invoker. Again, Infernal Guard Invoker, he's only playing it in 1 fate. Wow, that's incredible. Despite having 9 fate in the bank, he's only putting 1 fate on Infernal Guard Invoker. Yeah. So what's he doing with the extra fate? I guess maybe we'll wait and see. Kakita Dojo. Bit 1, bit 1. Not sure what's the point of that. Since Doji Challenger could never win, oh right, of course it's just to honor Doji Challenger.
Oh, maybe.
Just to honor Doji Challenger. Okay. Dutiful Assistant now comes in for the overtaking of skill. Again, we see a second Dutiful Assistant, adding 2 glory. Wow, honored. Is this a good card? Huh. Invocation of Ash is a good card. This one requires you to be honored, but Kyuden Kakita usually has your guys honored. So I guess it's okay, right? It's okay card. Oh my goodness! You see, return the offense being played. And that allows... And Ryanznock bid 4. So now he's at 2 honor. And on the other side, Alphasquid is on 20 honor. Suddenly this honor and honor are looking more realistic. Also, I'm surprised that Ryanznock bid 4.
Oh, interesting.
He could have bid 3 and still won, right?
Ah,
8 to 10.
not expect that.
He was thinking that maybe Alphasquid could mind game and bid 2.
But she hates it. Oh,
Yeah, you should. Worth getting rid of.
And now we see
You insist?
formal invitation on the Sky Collar.
It's a gift. No, I couldn't. Here's the second formal invitation. No.
And then there's a disarm to remove the formal invitation. Oh, I'm curious why he did that. Since now he's actually winning the conflict. Right. If you formal invitation the Sky Collar, bring her into the conflict, now you're no longer winning the conflict. So, not sure about this formal invitation here. Alright, now he does get the firing, so let's see, is he going to honor his own dude, or... Also reasonable option was to dishonor one of these two. And he chooses to honor his own dude. This furthers his quest into getting 25 honor for the instant honor victory. If he dishonored the opponent, then he'll be closer to the dishonor, right? Since when they go away, they give 1 honor right now, since they're honored. Hey K Kuri for joining in the stream. Ryanznock going in for a big hit with Inferno card Invoker. This time he has a sword which is not on fire. And Pilgrimage has 6 province strength. Defending with the Kakita. Shouldn't be able to defend with the Kakita, since because of Kakita's forced reaction. I've played with this card a lot actually. Not a lot, I wouldn't say, but a decent amount. But the ability is really more irritating than you'd imagine. Yeah. I once had a game where you have like I had 3 arrogant Kakitas and like none of them could join any conflicts. Oh, Ayabuni Pilot gonna bring in the Kakita who refuses to join in the first place because of his arrogance. And we see a Mortal Eviscerator played from the provinces. Using Isawa Skycaller. perfect cut. To honor Mortal Eviscerator, I guess this is to stave off dishonor. Stave off a dishonor lost, but it kind of you don't really use the 2 strength.
Kind of tricks you got.
And here he's going to gain 2 honor instead of taking 1 honor from Alphasquid. So again, the balance of honor and dishonor. Alphasquid is kind of close to the 25 honor victory. I wouldn't say super close, but it's reasonably close. 1 more air ring and a few honored characters, and that could be it. Our foe does not wait. Suddenly we see a crab card being played. Interesting as well. Yeah, K Curry, how is Scorpion looking in Emerald? I was actually thinking of bringing Scorpion as well, like next for this tournament, but decided to stick true to Unicorn. I've always liked Dishonor victory.
Yeah, based on you playing
Right.
earlier, I was like, okay, that's probably
By Honor
I never
Tangus
forgot
and
how to
like
use that card, and now I'm intrigued with the trick.
again, another card we don't see very often. Characters are considered to have no fate on them, so that works well with superior authority.
I don't think I have anything.
But looks like he's just gonna lose since Ryanznock is attacking and he can't do anything.
I think this is over.
Yeah, I think this is over. Yeah,
Good job.
Damn.
very interesting game.
So, yeah, like you put some interesting tricks in there, and like I'm always a fan of Doge Challenger from the combat master.
Oh yeah, no, I didn't. Yeah, I messed up the very first round. I was trying to look at how you could turn on push to talk. When I looked back, my clock was going and I clicked pass before I could pull the guy into the conflict. So.
And Ryanznock gets the victory with 8
That's how I
fate in
learned.
the bank. Oh. Let me try and join the call and talk to them.
Hindsight, I know it's like a tournament, but you said that.
Oh, a lot of people would have. It's just not something I did.
Hey, hello. Hi guys.
Hello.
Yeah, congrats Ryanznock on your victory.
Thank you.
Do you mind if I ask you a few questions?
Sure.
I noticed that you banked a bunch of fate. You're ending the game with 8 fate. Were you planning to do something with it?
Well, I didn't know what kind of tricks he had, and so when I was swinging air, I knew I was low on honor, and so I was like, okay, I'm just gonna swing in a heavy attack on air to be able to make sure I can play attackers with the Skycaller. The former limitation, if I didn't happen to have a disarm in my hand, I would have lost, because then I couldn't swing back, and then I wouldn't have been able to defend against the Kakita, which could have probably swung in air against me. Yeah, and then I would have lost. Yeah.
Right. Right.
So
that makes sense. Cool. On the other side, I noticed that you were pushing for some kind of a honor fight, Alphasquid. You bid 1 twice.
Right. So this deck is designed to try to get honor.
Right.
It's got distinguished dojos in it
Right.
and such.
I see. Cool. Really?
And that's why it's got the RFO does not wait in there to try to dig up the holdings you want. And
I
use them.
see. Yeah.
It's supposed to be like a defensive dueling deck is the idea.
I see. Unfortunately, didn't quite get there this time.
Not
But
even
nice
close.
game. Yep. Nice games on both sides. Thanks for the game.
Absolutely.
yeah, thanks so much, man. And I guess I go to the website and report it, or do we both do it? Or I think I
Just one of us does it.
All right. So that's that.
Cool. I'll go ahead and do that.
Okay, that's all. Bye byes. Interesting game. We're gonna see some new card arts, some new cards that you've never seen before. Maybe learn something about some cards that you've never seen before, like maybe this one. Okay, that's all.